Actually, now it only does 25%. Oh, I'm sorry, that's on allies. Enemy scales from 30 to 60.
Yeah.
God, I didn't realize this ability actually scales really well now.
It's incredible.
It's actually very good now that I'm looking at it. And maybe Cloud9 has realized that. They're like, hey guys, Decrep is actually really good, so we just get a bunch of magic burst. We get a lot of kills using Decrep magic combos, and this is the synergy they're looking for. They're not using it as a Techies counter. They're not using it as a Skywrath counter. They're just trying to get the synergy here. And the same thing goes for Shroy can toss a really high damage nuke, and they can combo that all together and prevent their opponents from taking an easy team fight with Nether Ward that'll reflect damage and drain their mana.
Yeah. There is some synergy there. I would say that's cute. It's really good in the laning stage, but if they can't find kills with it early on, again, if Complexity can find that kind of conservative positioning early on, I worry that I'm not articulating well. Cloud9 needs to get some kills with this kind of a strategy. Bounty Hunter, Pugna, if that's what they're going to go for, they need to kill some folks in the laning stage. If this is a bit more of a passive first 10 minutes, then I think Complexity will struggle once those mid-game team fights come out.
Yeah.
Pardon me, Cloud9 will struggle once
I think both teams are slightly weak on ganking. I guess they have a Spirit Breaker, but other than that, there isn't a whole lot of setup. They don't have the reliability of having stuns on like all of their cores like they did in the previous game. I just love high stun drafts. It makes things a lot easier because anybody can be useful to a gank when you can stun your opponent and do a little bit of magic damage. Obviously, Lena's not a little bit, but I feel like they had so many rotation options. But this game, it's pretty much all coming down to Lina, Spirit Breaker, and their third hero that they pick.
Yeah, Viper as well as Wraith King, the final bans here. Complexity do not want to play against that tanky mid laner, though. I guess it could be Bone 7 playing on the puck, though.
It's a possibility.
I would assume it's Fata, really, that wants to take it mid.
Yeah, Fata definitely plays a lot of puck, so I think that's a real possibility that it'll be him.
Yeah.
But they could play it off lane. I think that'd be a really good advantage versus Shadow Fiend, because if he gets out of position and there's a bounty there and you've got a puck, he's almost guaranteed dead, right? Because you just get right on top of him so he can't double raise you. He can only single raise you. And Puck can close that gap and chase a lot better than most other mids can. So he does have to worry about getting raised, but with the bounty, I feel like they can definitely push that advantage. If Shadow Fiend gets ahead, then Puck is pretty much useless at killing Shadow Fiend. They pick it again, another Sven. So I like this. It gives them more setup possibilities. They could just do a simple dual lane, and they're still a huge threat. And it scales so well for damage potential. The only downside is Pugna Decrep is quite good versus Sven. They can just make him unable to attack for 3.5 seconds, and that's a really big advantage in the early game before he gets BKB.
All right, and Rubik, the final choice here for Cloud9. So it will be Fata Puck. So does that mean it's Bone 7 on the Pugna here headed to the off lane?
Ooh.
An odd lane setup here for Cloud9.
Bounty off lane?
Off lane bounty? Is that the way to do it?
That's what it seems like based on the draft.
We've seen him as a dedicated off-laner so seldom. He's been almost exclusively on the farm. I can't think of one game that I've seen where he's been the true off-laner.
Yeah, Bounty is rarely just an off-lane hero, but it's decent, I guess, versus the amount of stuns that Complexity has. But the same thing goes, once they find him, he's a really easy kill because they can do SP charge, into Sven, Lina stun. Yeah, so there just has to be 2 heroes within chain stun range at all times of the bounty to get.
I feel like it's almost more likely that Pugna goes to the off lane, though.
God,
that's not really that hero's so great either.
One of the worst strength gains in the game. His survivability is low. Who cares if he gets chain stunned? He's chain stunned for like 3 seconds. I just don't feel like that's the solution.
All right, so who's playing what here?
It is
Bone 7 on the Pugna.
Okay, so they're aggressively tri-laning, I guess, and putting Pugna in the safe lane. That's actually way better, I think. I like that idea.
Okay, that definitely makes more sense.
Okay, so they do head to the aggressive tri-lane. Gyrocopter opting for the Mango, as per usual. And that makes their tri-lane actually pretty good. Bounty Hunter, Gyrocopter, Rubik, that gives the bounty the ability to roam mid if needed as well. What a nice good luck, have fun.
Oh, how nice. Smiley faces aplenty. So that'll put Bone 7 on the Pugna. Fata will take the puck to the mid lane. And Misery, he'll be here on the Rubik. Gets a ward down on that top rune spawn. And they'll hold their other ward for now. Same ward here from Complexity. They put this early one down in the last game. They really like this spot to get a little bit of intel on that bottom rune and just see if there are any rotations coming into their jungle or headed towards the mid lane.
Yeah, it didn't help them that much last game because it was a Spirit Breaker, but even still, a really good place for wards, it seems, is the area where Bounty pops in Viz to approach a lane. If you have a ward in that area, he's not going to be able to use it earlier than that because the duration is very low, only 20 seconds at level 1.